Good day. Welcome to Just Another Messenger, your alternative decode of the digital, the political, and the prophetic. I'm your host, Tamara L. Powered by AI, grounded in truth, and fueled by rebellion, we sift through noise to bring you what they won't say out loud. If you're ready to unplug from the matrix and plug into the message, let's begin by hitting the subscribe, share, and like button. Continue to support the channel via CashApp at $JustAnotherMessenger. Let's dive into the message. They tell us slavery was an economic system. They tell us Christianity brought salvation. They tell us Africa received the gospel. What they don't tell you is that slavery didn't survive the Atlantic world by chains alone. It survived because it was baptized. And one of the most powerful baptisms of slavery came not from Europe, nor the doctrine of discovery, but from an African. His name was Jacobus Capitein. Jacobus Capitein was born around 1717 in Elmina, on the Gold Coast, a fortress town at the center of Dutch colonial trade. As a child, he was purchased and removed from Africa. When he arrived in the Netherlands, currently known as New York, something strange happened. Slavery was illegal on Dutch soil. So Capitein was declared free. But freedom without agency is just relocated captivity. He was educated, trained, and shaped by Dutch patrons, taught their theology, their language, their worldview. Europe loved this story. An African child, Christianized, educated, grateful, not free to dismantle the system, but free to justify it. In 1742, at Leiden University, Capitein wrote the text that would define his legacy. Slavery is not contrary to Christian freedom. What does that mean? It means Christian freedom was redefined as spiritual only. Your soul could be free, while your body remained property. This wasn't theology for the classroom. This was policy, written in scripture. It solved a colonial problem. If enslaved Africans could be baptized without being freed, then slavery could survive Christianity. And survive it did. Capitein was ordained in the Dutch Reformed Church and sent back to Elmina Castle, an African-born minister, preaching Christianity inside a slave-trading fortress. He translated scripture. He taught. He preached. But he belonged nowhere. Europeans never treated him as equal. Africans never saw him as free. He stood between two worlds and paid the price for being made into a living argument. Capitein died young, poor, abandoned. After giving empire exactly what it needed, Capitein never had to step foot in colonial America for his ideas to shape it. The same Dutch West India Company connected Elmina, the Caribbean, and New Netherland, current-day New York. The same Dutch Reformed Church governed spiritual life in the colonies. And the same question echoed across the Atlantic. If we baptize enslaved Africans, do we have to free them? Capitein's answer was no. In colonial America, enslaved people were baptized. Their children were baptized. And slavery continued uninterrupted. Salvation without sovereignty. Faith without freedom. Capitein is not just history. He is a warning because he looked like proof. An African theologian. Ordained. Published. Approved. He shows us how systems survive, not just through force, but through theology, language, and consent. Whenever freedom is spiritualized, and justice is postponed, whenever people are told they are free, while bound by law, debt, or paper, you are seeing the Capitein paradox again. This is the shift. Today's equivalents are everywhere. Influencers who debunk injustice while normalizing it. Commentators who spiritualize suffering. Academically polished voices who explain why systemic harm is complex and inevitable. Creators who go viral explaining why people should heal internally instead of organize externally. They're not always lying. They're doing something more effective. Reframing reality so resistance feels unnecessary. Capitein believed he was helping his people. Many modern voices do too. That's what makes the warning so sharp. The system doesn't need villains. It needs well-meaning intermediaries. People who sincerely say, change starts with mindset. Focus on self-love, not systems. Don't be angry, be evolved. This isn't about race, it's about unity. Those statements aren't wrong. They're incomplete by design. And incompleteness is how injustice survives. The warning is this. If a message comforts you, while leaving the system intact, ask who benefits. If freedom is always postponed, abstracted, or spiritualized, you're watching Capitein's logic, updated for the feed. History didn't move on. It learned how to go viral. If this message resonated, support the channel so this work continues. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Share it with someone who's ready to see beyond the surface. Follow us across our social pages, where the conversation doesn't end, when the episode does. And if you value independent truth, unfiltered, unsponsored, and unapologetic, you can support this work directly via CashApp, $JustAnotherMessenger. Every contribution keeps this platform free from narrative control and focused on investigation, not permission. And remember, truth doesn't whisper. It waits for those ready to hear it.